Hello Capricorn, welcome to your Goddess Wisdom spread. So as promised in December 2021, here we are with another Goddess Wisdom spread for you. As this is not a monthly reading, right? We have the 6 month follow-ups because this spread talks about all the guidance from the goddess. And it is inner work, it is spiritual work, it is witchcrafty work, right? So we need to have the time to absorb the messages, practice, understand, evolve, and after, of course, draw some conclusions on what we have achieved in with this spiritual work that we have done, right? So do not hesitate to go back to the December 2021 reading to see if this is a completion, a complement, and follow up to that last reading, or if this is a whole new message for your spiritual life, Capricorn. And of course, after this one, we will see each other again on around November 2022 for another Goddess Wisdom spread, okay? So here we go. How you can connect to your inner goddess, Capricorn. And you have the Five of Pentacles from, I'm sorry, I forgot to mention the main tarot deck is the Silver Witchcraft Tarot from Barbara Moore, which is a Lo Scarabeo tarot deck. And the clarifiers are the Witch's Tarot deck from Ellen Duggan, which is a Llewellyn Tarot deck, okay? So you have the Five of Pentacles, and especially in this deck, right, the Five of Pentacles is a very particular image, which is telling me, Capricorn, that you are not seeing what is being given to you, and you're feeling like you're feeling like you don't have enough, right? And in particular, as the clarifier is the Knight of Cups, so how you can connect to that, to your inner goddess, it is that you need to see that an offer is being made for you. And with that offer, you have enough to connect to your spirituality. So I understand that in this moment you think that maybe God or the goddess has abandoned you. But this is not the truth. You are not alone. You are being gifted with something right now that will be very helpful for you in your spiritual path. And this is how you can connect with your inner goddess, or also with your inner spirituality, right? So you need to see that now you have been gifted with something that it is connecting you with your inner goddess, Capricorn. What is the message that the goddess wants you to receive in this very moment? Well, the message that the goddess are sending to you, Capricorn, it is about your confidence and with your inner values through the Two of Wands. And very, very important, because the clarifier here was the Empress, right? That feminine energy of fertility, abundance, beauty, creativity. So the message is that you have so much power within yourself. You can manifest, working in your spirituality to be a powerful being, because everything is inside of you, just waiting for that fire to ignite from yourself and to put into action everything that you have in your heart, in your spirit, and in your mind. how you can best channel the energies of the goddess in your life. You have the Nine of Pentacles clarified by the King of Pentacles. So again, abundance. You can also understand that alone, right? Because I think that somehow you have been resisting to be alone by yourself and to work your power here. But it is already the third consecutive card that talks about you and only you, Capricorn. So the Nine of Pentacles is that card of you being fulfilled, being alone, fulfilled with your individual power. And the King of Pentacles, sometimes he holds on, and he holds on to that pentacle, right? He's like mesmerized by its pentacle. So looking within, finding your abundance, finding your power, working it by yourself, so you can find that inner, I can say maybe inner richness that you have, but not being selfish about it, right? Only being focused on what you have. Or maybe as this king is looking so much to this pentacle, it can also mean at this time, because she's shushing right towards us. So this is a moment of inner work, not being so communicative about it until you are sure of what you're doing, and until you have your achievements being not only taken care of, but also well structured. And then maybe in a second moment you will share them with someone. Okay, but the way to channel her energies right now is keeping things to yourself, working in this fulfillment that you have in yourself. Okay, then in what way you can incorporate the goddess into your life? And we have the King of Swords. So this means that you will be speaking your truth, being truthful to your values, and also through speech, right? So sometimes someone has to speak the truth, being maybe the last loved person in the room, because this person who speaks the truth sometimes reveal things that other people are thinking, but no one has the courage to say, right? So this is how you can incorporate the goddess in your life, Capricorn. What is the work that the goddess wants you to do in this very moment? Well, it is the Page of Wands here. So you must be very enthusiastic and energetic in your work, warm, also passionate. But you know, when here I asked for clarification, we had the Seven of Swords, meaning that, you know, sometimes with your enthusiasm you will disarm people, or be disarmed yourself with all this enthusiasm and this passion that we feel towards your work, right? But this is the work that she wants you to do. So it is indeed disarming people with your enthusiasm. What does that mean? Maybe you have people that are very negative around you, and they're always focusing in the negative sides of the spirituality, of the spiritual work that you are doing. And you may, once again, with your passion, bring them to the lighter side of the spiritual work that you are doing. And you are trying also to bring them to their action in their spiritual work, okay? How you can best show gratitude for her guidance, for the guidance of the goddess. And we have the Six of Swords. So Do not hesitate to leave frustrating situations behind in order to evolve, in order to keep focusing in your inner work, in order to evolve, moving to a better space of mind, to a better place. Or it can also maybe mean that you are leaving one place physically so you can better work your spirituality, and then of course when you are a better person, when you are working your spirituality in a positive way, you are already thanking the goddess, right? Thanking her guidance in your life. In the overall energy, we have the Four of Pentacles, which means that now is the time in the 6 months that you will be working your spirituality to really keep your cards close to your chest, to be focused on yourself, not giving too much, but really meditate on your inner work so you can be abundant again. Okay? So Capricorn, now we are going to ask for some more advice. We have the Seasons of the Witch Oracle deck, we have the Yule deck, and you have the Soulmate deck. How does this work in this reading? We are in the end of May 2022, so Yule is in our back, is passed already. So Yule is going to give us some insight of what you have been through in your spiritual life recently or lately. And the Soulmate deck will tell us about some advice in the future once Soulmate is ahead of us, has not already arrived. Okay, so let's ask for Yule deck. What was an important, oh my god, it's already falling, one important thing that you have lived recently that we must know? It is self-care, card 31. And now Soulmate deck, Oracle deck, who tells us some advice into the future in your spiritual work, something that we need to know in the future. Oh my god, sorry. Me and my small hands, right? Sorry, too many. Spirit, please. Today's Spirit just wants to give us like 1 million messages. I had the same problem with Sagittarius. I kept like dropping 1 million cards. One card for us, Spirit, for Capricorn, please. I didn't see this card. We have also Contemplation from the Yule deck. So, if it's relevant, let's read it. So, Contemplation in the past, number 7. Self-care in the past, number 31. And Pumpkin in the future, number 30. So, let's start with the past, right? What you have been through recently that is important in your spiritual path. So, number 7. Keywords: reflection, review, lessons learned. It breathes in the stillness of all that is, exhaling all that isn't, coming from the ends of the starts and the highest of the lows. Here I gasp for the answers to unfold. Things naturally slow down during the cold months, making winter a prime season for contemplation. When days are short, nights are freezing, and the outdoor options are limited, there's often little else to do but think about your life. It's natural to examine how your life measures up to your idea of success, and reflection. It is a critical component to any successful path. There are times for planning and times for action, but reviewing your progress is how you learn and change course when necessary. You are being guided to reflect on your situation. Are there things you could have done differently? Is there still time to change your situation for the better or salvage anything after the damage? Knowing where you can improve will help you to be better prepared, should you find yourself in this situation again. Contemplation can also be a boost to your self-worth. How did you succeed in this situation? Are there any things you can pat yourself on the back about? Acknowledge your shortcomings by making a plan to do better next time, and celebrate your wins because you deserve to. Great card, great card. So let's see self-care now with number 31. Keywords are balance and priorities. If not me, then who? To tend to a wholeness, the parts in which surrender thy pulse for a heart that's nearer than any other. Taking time for self-care is about more than baths, candles, and cups of tea. There are many ways to embrace self-care. You may need to nurture your social self-care by spending more time with family and loved ones. You may need to engage in more creative self-care by allowing yourself to make a mess, by opening yourself up to creative expression. You may need to nourish your career self-care by taking a class or cleaning out old files. The most important thing about self-care is maintaining a balance across all areas of your life. Examine the areas of your life that have been neglected by exploring other cards in your reading or pulling additional cards for clarity. What have you ignored in favor of something else? And what you can do today to pay more attention to this area. Do not take things for granted. You never know when it will be the last time you will get a chance to spend with someone. You may think some things are here forever, only to find that these situations, people, connections, and opportunities have slipped you by in your neglect. Not only that, but by not tending to all areas of your life, you may find that you have felt incomplete. There isn't any one part of your life that can create complete happiness on its own. So again, these were your past experiences that Spirit or Goddess wanted you to know that were important, so you can reflect about this as you go through your next period for your spiritual work. And now in the future, we have Pumpkin, number 30, and the keywords are protection, fertility, prosperity. Uncaging the spirit within thou, the fertile power you hold. To taste your buttery velvet upon tongue is a gift I shall cherish each day that counts. Pumpkins have been tradition for sowing for hundreds and hundreds of years. Jack-o'-lanterns were carved to scare away the ghosts and goblins that were said to roam the streets on Samhain. Carving jack-o'-lanterns originally began with a variety of root vegetables from turnips to potatoes. Pumpkins became the preferred method for the abundance of space for carving. And there is always plenty left over to fashion into dinner and desserts, even drinks. The pumpkin is more than a scare tool for the witch, however. It is a symbol of protection, fertility, and abundance. The pumpkins represents the power of the womb, so it's no surprise that its colors corresponds with the color of the sacral chakra. And its size is a symbol of prosperity and having enough to go around. You have both pumpkin today because you are protected and safe from harm. There is a presence around you, keeping the scary things away from your front door. You can rest easy knowing that your back is guarded. This card can also mean taking some steps to keep negative people out of your life. You may need to reduce the amount of time you spend in some relationships or set some firm boundaries. Doing so will allow you to put your energy where it is needed most. Very interesting, as the solitude was written over here in your upper reading. All the inner work that you need to do with yourself and understanding that you have all the power within to work your magic and to channel the goddess in your inner work to do in the next 6 months. Very interesting, Capricorn. So this is what I have for you. I wish you a wonderful next 6 months where you can develop and work all these messages that came through in this reading. I hope to see you in the 6-month follow-up from this reading in November 2022, Capricorn. As always, I thank you for sharing your time with me, and take care out there. I'll see you next time, okay? Bye-bye.